Okay guys, I am so upset. The video died in there. Couldn't believe it. I didn't bring my extra battery. I didn't realize how low it was, and guess how much battery I used talking to you guys. So the store was chock full of stuff, and I'm just so upset that I couldn't tape it, but I do have a nice haul to show you, so let me show you some of the stuff. Now this, I think Sense of Love. I just got the one that said, I hope I have a lot of Christmas ornaments, but I like angels, and I like that, you can always have hope is something that I think is really important, so I took hope, so I could always have hope there, and picked that up. And then I picked up this reindeer because I like vintagey looking ornaments. So I wanted this vintagey looking ornament, and has a sprig of evergreen and a red and white striped bow and two little holly berries. Just so you see, this is the angel, and she has a jingle bell on the bottom, and her wings are in white. Okay, and then I got this one because I thought it was really cute. I saw someone make a wreath with this in the center, but it's very cute, very vintage. And so those are the three that I got. And then, never used one of these. You can let me know if you've tried one. This portable bag holder enable you to conveniently store your handbag, at a table, a bar, a restroom, and more. That's a problem that I do have. Now let's just see what this is like. I've never used one of these. I don't know if it'll work or not, but for $1 I said, okay, if you've used one, let me know. And I guess it's just, oh, this goes on the table, and then you can hang your purse there. I don't know what they mean by restroom. How are you going to put that in restroom? You're going to put that over a door. Hang bag from table, bar, restroom, and more. Okay, so I'll have to test that out. Seems to work. I just put it on the edge of my counter and pulled down on it. We'll see. Okay. Then, what did I get? Oh, I got this little pumpkin box. This is the bigger one. They had at least 2 sizes, and they had different. This is a happy one. It's decorated on both sides, and just to put some candies and things on the counter. So I have some things that I bought, and they fell out of the bag, so I picked up that. Just one. Whoops. I have a lot of Halloween stuff already. Now, I picked up these ladybug wings. They also had ladybug antennas and bumblebee antennas. I already have those, not from the Dollar Tree, from something else, and I picked up the bumblebee wings. So really, so cute. So I picked up those, and then I saw these stretched canvas panels, and I wanted to do a little painting project, so I picked up 2 of those. They had different sizes. This was the largest size. And then I saw this printed canvas wall art, and this is powder room, and I thought it would look cute in my powder room maybe, and I don't know if I'll put it in a frame or do something with it, but I just thought it was cute. And then I got this do all things with love because I like that saying, and that's what I say. How to get organized. I have to get organized. I'm going to do that right after this video, try to get some things in. So I got a package of file folders. I really wanted legal file folders, but they didn't have them. And then I got a bunch of these file organizers, because with the construction on our house, there's a lot of papers we have from Home Depot. There's a lot of receipts we have from Home Depot. There's manuals on appliances and things that I need for right now in the kitchen and all kinds of things. So I got that one. I got a few of those types, but then I also saw this one. This one has an outer pocket here, and then it has a zipper. So you can place documents or receipts or anything in there. Picked up that one. And then I picked up another one of this clear and black. And I picked it up in purple. And then I picked up these snap close envelopes, and this is a 2-pack, and these are in red. And then I picked up, this is a pocket folder, but it's also where you can put documents. And this is nice because, like something like Home Depot, we have the large pro account, you know, letter size, not receipts, or like purchase orders or whatever they are. They can go in here, and then the actual receipt could go in here. So I thought that was good. And then I picked up another one of these because these are going to be very useful. And then I picked up a 2-pack of the snap and close envelopes. Okay. And then I picked up a package of the Jot paper clips. These are the jumbo size. And there's 80 of them in here. And then I saw something really good. These Westcott scissors. This is a name brand, Westcott. You'll see them sold in Walmart, but it's interesting that they are imported by Greenbrier. So they have a 5-year warranty. They have titanium bonded blades, and I thought these would be good even for my kids because they're not like that heavy duty of a shoe, but like these are great for them too. So I picked up 3. We'll try them out, see what we think there. And then I picked up a pack of these multicolor basic solution ponytail holders. They also had, I forget what it was called, Crazy Eye or something. They were a name brand. They had bows, and they were like almost like a PVC or like a clear lucite or something like that. Then I picked up 4 permanent markers. Let's see how these markers work. Okay. And okay. Then I picked up these. Now these I may use, I'm making that welcome sign. This is like a hydrangea. I may use it in place of the, I don't know. I'm going to play around with it. I figured for $1, I could see that I could always use them for another project. And then I just thought these were really cute. These are like city scenes, and they also have the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, and they have New York, of course, where I live. And I just thought they were cute, maybe to decorate something, even maybe for my daughter, like a box or something. I don't know. Pick them up. And then I usually never look at the books there because I'm a blogger. I get so many books, but there were just some that just, I don't know, they had a really good selection. So this is Losing Your Faith, Finding Your Soul, The Passage to New Life When Old Beliefs Die. And this is about, let's see, in Losing Your Faith, Finding Your Soul, David Anderson says what every thoughtful Christian has realized, faith was meant to be built upon, not enshrined. The book is a tribute to doubters, those seeking honesty, and those in search of a faith forged in failure. There are no rosy promises here, but truth abundant and light for the journey. So let's see. In Losing Your Faith, Finding Your Soul, and it's funny because there was another book I got at the dollar store years and years ago. I think it was after my mother died or both of my parents, and it said Losing Your Parents, Finding Yourself. And it just, okay, so in Losing Your Faith, Finding Your Soul, David Anderson leads the spiritual spiritually hungry yet suspicious pilgrim right into the heart of the transformational path. Forcefully eloquent and with real pastoral genius, David opens our understanding for a richer life with God beyond conventional faith, a life that paradoxically starts at the moment old beliefs fail. This superb and encouraging book meets a huge need. I recommend it wholeheartedly. And to read inside the cover, it says, "At the peak of my life, when I expected to be the strongest in faith, I found I was weakest," writes David Robert Anderson. "I was losing it. I thought I was finished. Millions of believers have found themselves in similar predicaments. After years, maybe a lifetime, of settled faith and spiritual certainty, they begin a painful unraveling. Old assumptions falter. Traditional ways of thinking about and engaging with religion, church, and God come up empty. If you recognize the crisis, you know that it can feel like the end of faith. But what if, when one understanding of our spiritual self dies, another larger one is waiting to be born? In Losing Your Faith, Finding Your Soul, Anderson answers the central question of our generation with a resounding and hope-filled yes. Of his own crisis, he writes, "I didn't know it then, but what I thought was an end was in fact a beginning, and a promising one." A soulful storyteller and seasoned teacher, Anderson helps readers identify and come to terms with the fear, grief, and confusion that accompany a shift in our spiritual foundation. Then, drawing deeply from the literature of the Spirit and the experience of fellow seekers, he identifies life's tested passages that lead us through the changes and toward authentic renewal. The outcome, as so many have already discovered, is a richer, more mature faith and a fresh sense of being alive in God. After all, writes Anderson, becoming fully alive spiritually is not only the task of a lifetime, it's the challenge and gifts of every moment. So he's an Episcopal minister. David Robert Anderson is an Episcopal minister in Darien, Connecticut, a graduate of the University of Chicago and Yale Divinity School. He is the author of Breakfast Epiphanies and a regular blogger. He is married to Pam Anderson, a cookbook author and food blogger, and they have 2 adult daughters. All right, so I'm going to take a look at this. One thing I was thinking about, like whether it be this book or another book, and maybe one thing I'll do if there is a book that is very interesting, maybe read a chapter of it every day or something until we're done with it, have a discussion or whatever. Maybe if you're interested in that, let me know. It doesn't have to be that book, could be many other books. Now, again, as a blogger, I get so many books, and this is so similar to those that are sent for my children, but I just thought this one looked good. And this is Neil and Liz Maloney have a secret. Their father is the keeper of the weather box, a magical phone booth that rings 4 times a year, signaling the changing of the seasons. But one day when the family gathers to send off the summer, the phone doesn't ring and autumn doesn't arrive. Instead, a mysterious tourist of magic shows up on their doorstep along with 2 nonsensical hags and 1 cat-shaped bog beast. The only one not taken by surprise is their neighbor, Mrs. Fitzgerald, who seems to be able to make the elements of weather itself do her bidding. Now it's up to Neil and Liz to discover the source of Mrs. Fitzgerald's power before all weather breaks loose. I thought it was nice. It's by Roaring Book Press. It's by Nigel Quinlan, and I know my boys will like that book. And then another one I got for my 9-year-old because he's really interested in stuff like this, and his friend's father is a firefighter. So this is Fighting Fire. He's always asking questions just like this: 10 of the deadliest fires in America, history and how we fought them. And so there's pictures, there's lots of information in there, and this book is just right up his alley. So this is published by Squarefish. And it has the great fires of Boston, New York, Chicago, Baltimore, and San Francisco, the disasters of the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, the General Slocum Steamboat, and the Coconut Grove nightclub, the wildfire of Witch Creek, in San Diego County in the catastrophe of 9/11. Discover the stories and find out how each one changed the way fires are fought today. Tales of the destructive power of fires and the bravery of those who fight them. So I thought that would be good. And that's Fighting Fire by Michael L. Cooper. Okay, and then I picked up this, How to Thrive Through Life's Transitions to Live Fearlessly and Regret-Free. And this is Thresholds by Cherie Hirsch, author of We Plan, God Laughs. And whether it's our cozy bedroom, our toy-strewn family room, or our newly renovated kitchen, that's really right on with me. I always, marvel when something just hits like that, because it's like, oh, is it meant to be? But when do we ever think about the passages between them? We spend a lot of time traversing those thresholds from room to room, both in our homes and in our lives. Of course, this is not a book about how to build a house. It's a book about how to build a rich and rewarding life. So what are the thresholds of life? They are those times of transition, those moments when we're moving from the way we were accustomed to living to a new way of thinking, feeling, and being. Every one of us will experience many such moments. Some will be exciting, a new job, a marriage, the birth of a child. Others, the death of a parent, an empty nest, a divorce, will be painful. Either way, crossing from a room that is comfortable and familiar into one that feels uncertain and unpredictable can be terrifying. Yet all of the changes that happen in our lives are not to be dreaded or feared, says Hirsch. Rather, we can learn to embrace them as the moments that give our lives definition, meaning, and purpose. So what if instead of viewing thresholds as barriers or obstacles, you could see them as doorways to bigger and better opportunities? What if you could embrace change as a wellspring of motivation rather than a source of fear? What if the thought of the unknown future left you feeling empowered and excited instead of paralyzed? With her significant warmth and empathetic, with her signature warmth and empathetic style, Cherie Hirsch draws on decades of revealing conversations with individuals of all faiths and pilgrims of all faiths and religions, the wisdom of ancient stories, research from psychology, and tales from real life to help readers summon the faith, courage, and confidence to embrace the exhilarating new possibilities and experiences that lie across the threshold. Trusted friend and counselor and spiritual advisor all rolled into one, Hirsch guides readers through the most challenging and the most blessed transitions of their one precious life. The next threshold is upon you. Are you ready to cross it? For over 20 years, Rabbi Cherie Hirsch has been sharing all of her intimate counsel and wisdom in all kinds of pulpits, ranging from her congregation of Sinai Temple in Los Angeles to corporate auditoriums to small Southern Baptist churches. She serves as the spiritual life consultant for Canyon Ranch Properties and is highly sought after inspirational speaker and teacher. She is the author of We Plan, God Laughs, and has contributed to many publications, including the Oprah magazine, Time, Olam, and the Daily Beast. She has appeared on the Today Show, ABC's World News Now, Anderson Cooper 360, and elsewhere, and rounds out her time counseling individuals in her private practice. She is the mother of 4 children and the wife of Dr. Jeffrey Hirsch. Okay, so this is by Harmony Books, New York, Crown Publishing, and this had a retail price of $20, so I picked that up. That could be one we do. And then this one I got mostly for my son, my oldest son, because he's interested in this stuff. I'll probably look at it before I give it to him. The Self-Made Millionaire Effect, How Extreme Producers Create Massive Value. And imagine what Atari might have achieved if Steve Jobs had stayed there to develop the first mass-market personal computer, or what Steve Case might have done for Pepsi Company if he hadn't left for a gaming startup that eventually became AOL. What if Salomon Brothers had kept Michael Bloomberg, or Bear Stearns had exploited the inventive ideas of Stephen Ross? Scores of top-tier entrepreneurs worked for established corporations before they struck out on their own and became self-made billionaires. People like Mark Cuban, John Paul DeJoria, Sarah Blakely, and T. Boone Pickens all built businesses, in some cases multiple businesses, that are among today's most iconic brands. This fact raises 2 profound questions. Why couldn't their former employers hang on to these extraordinary extraordinarily talented people? And why are most big companies unable to create as much new value as the world's roughly 800 self-made billionaires? Okay, so I just thought it was something that's very interesting. The key difference is what authors call the producer mindset in contrast with the far more pervasive performer mindset. Performers strive to excel in well-defined areas and are important, but producers are critical to any company looking to create a massive value because they redefine what's possible rather than simply meeting pre-existing goals and standards. Combining sound judgment with imaginative vision, producers think up entirely new products, services, strategies, and business models. Big companies tend to reward performers and discourage the unconventional ways of producers. Oh, I know that very, very well. But it's the latter who integrate multiple ideas, perspective, and actions, and who trust their instincts enough to make game-changing bets. This book breaks down the 5 critical habits of the minds of massive value creators, so you can learn how to identify, encourage, and retain such individuals, and maybe even become one yourself. The self-made billionaire effect will forever change the way you think about talent and business value. So I picked that up, and this is published by the Penguin Group. Let's see. And had a retail price of $27.95. So I picked that up. That looked very good. Okay, away from the books now, I picked up, look at that, those reader holders, reading glasses. And now I've got some projects coming up, and like I said, with my more time, I'm going to show you more, but I like to use these. I showed you that I cut them and use them as staining pads, and these are the Clean Life Multi-Purpose Cleaning Cloths. You get 2 of them in white, so I picked those up. I had to pick up another one of these dish brushes, and I picked up some of the non-stick scrubbers because I have a lot of cleaning projects. You'll see more in my future videos. And then these scouring sponges, which they have like a scour on the, actually have a net scour on both sides. And I picked up 2 of these bottles, and this brush, sponge with holder there, and I picked up this, not for my toilets, but because I needed a long handle scrub brush to just clean some strappy chaise lounges that I have. I have 5 of them. And again, I forgot to buy the touch-up paint. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, so this is easier to use, so I'm going to use it for that. And I'm going to clearly mark on the handle that it's not used in the toilet, that it's a cleaning brush. And then I picked up, just to have in my kitchen drawer, because sometimes when kids' toys, they all have this little battery compartments, and I just wanted this, and I wanted it all in a case, so I picked this up. And my husband has lots. They're never where I need them, so I just want that there. And I picked up this big dustpan. And last but not least, I picked up, let's see, I have to pull back, 4 of these nice baskets. I've had these before. They're in some fall colors now, so there's like this burgundy-ish red and this orange, which are really nice, but they're really great for storing things. So I picked those up. That's my Dollar Tree haul. Those are my plans, and I hope you stick with me and that we have a great time together in exploring and doing new projects and things. Have a great one, guys. Let me know what your favorite thing was, and let me know what you think of the book I did. Okay? Bye-bye now.